Gluten morning from Zakynthos Bread Buddies. We actually arrived last night, but I just had a bit of a down evening. I wasn't sure how I'd feel because we're on one of those ridiculous 7 AM flights. Ended up getting in at like 1 PM. It was quite nice and chilled. We just came to our hotel, sat by the pool, and we had a buffet dinner. If I've edited the TikTok that I've done in time for this video, I'll put the link below and I'll put a little preview here. Essentially, what Lawrence and I do, whenever we go to a hotel and there's a buffet, we will kind of treat it like a small plates restaurant. We take it in turns to go up and get a plate. We plate it up as like most fancy as we can, because I don't know about you guys, but I find that buffet meals can just be a little bit, it's like a free-for-all, isn't it? And people just pile their plates up high. There's no dining experience, there's little vibe. The place that we're staying at is lovely, and we decided to do the buffet just because we didn't know how tired we'd be if we'd want to venture out into the other areas of Zakynthos. And we're here for a whole week, so we have the time to do it. So we did our little like turning a buffet into a small plates restaurant thing last night, which was, it was a lot of fun. It was really good. I'll give you a hotel tour and a room tour in a bit. We're staying at the Contessina Hotel in Zakynthos. We were actually booked into the adult only one, but because it's very early on in the season, they haven't opened it yet, so they've transferred us over to their other one, which is like their main hotel. So we'll give you a bit of a room tour and a hotel tour in a bit. Previously, we stayed at another hotel in the area called Olia, All Hotel Suites, something like that. I'll link that below. That hotel is amazing. That is an adults only one, and it's very similar to this one in terms of its vibe and what it offers, but it's a little bit more of like a level up in terms of just a little bit more calmer, and it's a little bit smaller as well. So two good hotel options in Zakynthos for you. If you want a family friendly one, this one seems to be really great. If you want one that's a little bit more zen, adult only, I'd recommend Olia, or the adult version of this one. I'm just heading to breakfast. It's a buffet, and I love a hotel buffet breakfast so much. So let's check it out and see what this one is like. Here is the vibe of the place. Lots of like linen, rattan, wood. It's kind of like Ibiza kind of vibes more than your Santorini white and blue vibes. Good morning, how are we doing? A table for one?
A table for one?
Yeah, he's still in bed. I don't know what time he'll be up. He's on holiday, exactly. Everyone here is so lovely. Really, really great service, lovely vibes. I'm fully enjoying it here so far, it's really good. Let me show you the breakfast buffet. This is such a good setup. There's actually more food out here than there was at the dinner buffet. So we have fruits over here, whole bread station here, salad station there, cucumber, fruit salad, tomatoes. There's a whole sweet station, which I think is brilliant. These, they're like sugar-coated almonds, nuts for topping on yogurts, pickles, olives, tapenade, cheeses, some cold spreads, sandwiches. We also have sweet pastry bits here. This is actually, I think this is the spanakopita, which is spinach and feta. All of these spreads here. And then there's a hot section as well around the corner. So you've got your classic like bacon, eggs, there's an omelette station, daily vegetable, which is a little bit of an overcooked cauliflower, but that's fine, baked tomatoes, some bacon, we've got scrambled eggs. These sausages look so interesting, look at those sausages, that's beef sausage, fried eggs, look how perfect they look. We've got the lovely Heather here working on the omelette station, French toast, porridge, baked beans, and the daily potatoes, which is sweet potato. So not shy of good breakfast options here. I'm gonna queue up to get my coffee. There's this station here. So this guy here is working the Nespresso machine. You have to queue up to get your coffee. So let's get a flat white. Well, thank you so much. Have a good day. Thank you. I've gone for, I just asked Heather at the omelette station to make me whatever she wanted, so she's pretty much put every vegetable in there. There's like mushroom, pepper, ham, we also have some of the beef sausage, some sweet potato and some bacon. Got myself a black coffee. Very good breakfast. I love a breakfast so much. A hotel breakfast makes me so happy. Especially like Lawrence is not a breakfast person at all. He's not an early morning person. So for me, I can just come down, have a little bit of me time. I'm going to eat this, do a little bit of work. Very good. We've turned into one of those insufferable couples that are working when we're away. I would always like look at people on their laptops on a sun lounger and be like, what's so important? Just be on holiday. But working for yourself as well as working a full-time job, I'm telling you, I'm one of those people now. So I'm just at a sun lounger. I mean, I've worked in worse places. It's not a problem. And I'm enjoying it. Like, I find it really hard to now just like sit and be still. I don't know if that's a bad thing. I've brought with me, because I've just been so busy with working my job and working my content creation as well. Just little things have slipped off that I would do for myself. I don't really get to go to the gym anymore. I mean, I say I don't get to. Everything, you always have enough time, it's just a matter of priorities, and the priority of that has kind of slipped off. I now do like habit stacking in the sense of I will walk on my treadmill when I'm on my meetings to be able to get a little bit of movement in my day, but I need to prioritise going back to the gym and doing certain things for myself. And one of the things that I would always do for myself is I love the weekend paper by Waitrose, as well as the Style magazine that comes in the Sunday Times, I think it is. I don't actually get the Sunday Times, but my father-in-law does. So whenever they come over, like he basically keeps all of the Star magazines aside for me, and when we see them, they give me a stack of Waitrose papers as well as the Star magazines, because I mentioned to Lawrence's mum as well that I love the weekend paper from Waitrose, so she will just always keep hers aside for me, and it's just so sweet. So I have a huge stack of those with me for this trip to just sit and read, which I'm very excited to get through. But in the meantime, I'm just finishing off a bit of work here, and then Lawrence, I'll show you, is sat in the shade over there doing some work as well. As I say, I've worked in worse places. This pool area, there's two, I'll give you a hotel tour in a minute, but there's two pool areas, and this one here is so chill. It's more adulty, this one. The other one, it feels a little bit more family up there, but this is what my view is. Beautiful. Absolutely lovely. And then our room is one of these ones over here, and there's just something about the sound of running water as well. All of the rooms, like one of our room there, it's got its own little plunge pool, and the water from that is infinity, and it's trickling into the main pool, and it's just so chill. The music from the restaurant bit is really relaxed. Beautiful temperature, very nice. I'm going to get on and do some work, and I'll check in with you in a bit, because I think we're going to go have a little wander into the town and go to a supermarket. See you in a bit. Okay, room tour for you. It's a bit of a weird setup, this one. Like, you walk through the front door and then straight away you're met with the sink area for the bathroom. I think if you both wake up at the same time, that's fine, but I wake up earlier than Lawrence, so I'm having to like take my toothbrush and take it into the toilet to brush my teeth in there, so I'm not making a lot of noise. And if I want to put anything on, like makeup wise, which I won't be doing, because I mean, I've put a little bit of concealer on because I'm still really self-conscious of my skin. A little bit weird having this here. I'm not sure I like this. And just like the bathroom area feels a little bit cooped away. This is where you hang your towels and things like that. The shower's really good. Nice and big rainfall, but it does feel quite claustrophobic in there because it's not very open. It is just like a tall box room, and then toilet in there. But the actual main area here I really like. We've got a little coffee station here, which is really good. A little mini bar in there. Cupboard space. This whole area here, which is quite useful. Can put all of our like laptop and stuff there, TV. Super big comfy bed as well, which is really nice. And then here we have this cute little seating area which leads out to the little pool area that I was saying about. So it leads out to this bit, and we've got this bit here, a nice little plunge pool with little day beds, and that's where I was sat earlier, and just over there now as well. So that's the restaurant area there too. So nice room. I am enjoying it quite a lot. I like it when there's like a nice little outside area. Lawrence and I are going to take a little stroll into the main street and just have a little bit of a mooch around. So I'm just going to get changed. I'm going to do that. We've got all this amazing looking ice cream. We've got all of this baklava. And all of these guys. All of these biscuits as well. Breads. tray bakes over here as well. We get some ice cream. There's so many different flavours. We've got creme brulee, vanilla, stracciatella,
Yeah.
biscuit, caramel, pistachio, Snickers, Ferrero, chocolate, banana, strawberry, Oreo, cheesecake, yogurt, black forest.
I have a black forest, please, in a small cone.
I think I'm going to do cheesecake, strawberry cheesecake. Yeah, strawberry cheesecake for me. Did you get cherry?
Black forest.
Thank you. And I've got the strawberry cheesecake. So I have a few backlavas as well, so we're just going to pay for all of our goodies now. €10.90, which I don't think is that bad. We got, how many backlavas did we get? 4 backlavas, a cannelle, and we got 2 scoops of ice cream in cones. Thank you, goodbye. Got Lawrence with a little bag. We are out for dinner now. We just had a chill day at the Porto Hotel, and we were recommended this place called Taverna, Michaela, and it's on the other side of the island. Really beautiful sunset spot. I'll show you. Oh my goodness. And sunset goes all the way over that bit there. This is the Taverna here. Absolutely beautiful. It's still like super early on in the season, so I don't think this restaurant's going to get super busy. Pretty happy with this regardless. Got ourselves a lovely little spot. Sunset should be coming down there. Nice alcohol-free beer for me, and then Mythos for Lawrence. Cheers. Ooh. I really enjoy it when like a menu is translated and there's just like little things that are incorrect. Courgette balls. I am intrigued by courgette balls. Also, there's a thing called village sausage for €8. We've had that in a different restaurant before. Right, we'll come back to you in a second when we decide what we're having. We've decided we're going to do the courgette balls, €6.50, a Greek salad, €9.50. So we're either going to do lamb chops or lamb in the oven, which is €14. We don't know how the lamb in the oven is, so we're going to ask them. Chicken Slovakia. We're going to get that. Souvlaki. So chicken souvlaki, €11.50, and that comes with French fries. I think that's it, right?
Yeah.
Cool. Very exciting. Oh, desserts look good. There's an orange pie. Backlavas. Yeah, that's good. Frigiana. We've moved tables because the table that was reserved that Lawrence asked about, they wanted to sit somewhere else because it was too windy in this spot. But the view's amazing in this spot. It's like prime table. Like, we're here now. We were sat over there, and now we're in this location. Literally perfect view. Happy with that?
A1, isn't it? It's fine.
Greek salad. These are the courgette balls. Look great. Love something fried. And the moussaka. Got a lovely charring to it. Tiny bit on the dry side. That's tasty. So this is the lamb in the oven. It's like on a shank. We've got some potatoes. Ooh. Oh yeah. Very simple. I think that's delicious. The lamb's really pulled apart. Cooked really well. Nice bit of rosemary, olive oil in there. Just really simple, beautiful lamb. Right, we've got a couple of desserts. This is orange pie and Frigania.
With a sort of milky jelly type thing.
Cheers. The texture's a little bit challenging, maybe. Yeah, like I find the jelly texture quite challenging at times. Now let's try this orange pie. It's kind of like got a phyllo top to it, and then syrupy soaked cake, I think. Cheers. That's warm, which I wasn't expecting. And the syrup actually isn't too much, and the orange isn't too much. Really well balanced, and that phyllo on top as well. Gone kind of soggy, but just works really nicely. Great way to end a meal. Would recommend, would return. Perfect sundowner spot. Very, very good. Morning bread buddies, it's day 2 in Zakynthos. We're actually leaving our hotel to go to a villa. The whole reason we're here is because Lawrence is doing signage for a beach club, and we've been here twice before to Zakynthos. First time as a holiday, second time was with this beach club. It's called the Artogōniá club. They basically got him to do all of their signage around the club, and they asked him back again this year to do more / refresh the ones that he did last year, and they've given us a villa for 5 days so you can do all of the work and stuff in the villa. But we wanted to have a couple of days in a hotel before we moved on, and today is moving on day, but let me give you a tour of the hotel first so you can see it in all its glory. So Lawrence is going to check out. I'll give you guys a tour. Here is the entrance of the hotel. Love it when there's a moat The aesthetics of this place are lovely. I think I said it yesterday. It's very like Ibiza, kind of rattan, linen, wood vibes. Here's the reception. Morning, how you doing? There's a little shop over here, which is quite cute. So if you've forgotten anything, you can buy stuff from here. Don't know how much everything will be. I bet like sun cream will be something like €30. And then there's this area here in reception, so you can just sit and chill here. And through here, we've got the bar. There's also a tuck shop here, and there's a restaurant around the corner here. This is their more fancier restaurant here down the side. I think the restaurant bleeds out to this area as well. Just a really lovely aesthetic. And there's two pool areas. This is the main one that you come to. A nice little shallow one there, big space. I feel like this pool is more of like the kid family friendly one. I've seen more kids in this one, and the one that was near to our room was a little bit more adulty and like a long strip of pool. You've got like all of these rooms here, and there's so many rooms in this hotel. I don't know how many, but we're in room 504. Don't know if that means that there's 500 rooms, probably not, but it's big. It's a very big but well plotted out and spaced out hotel, so you can go to lots of different zones and never feel like you're around too many people, which I think is quite good. More beautiful kind of like swim up rooms here, and then through this nice little walkway you go round to where the main restaurant is, where breakfast is served and buffet dinner. And there's also a spa as well. Didn't get a chance to go to that, but that's always nice. And then down here you've got the main restaurant down here, which is where breakfast and buffet dinner is. So this here is the main breakfast area. That's where we had breakfast this morning and yesterday. And through here is the secondary pool area. Our room was one of these ones over here. So you've got all of this large, long pool bit going all the way down there. It's been a really lovely stay. Beautiful like aesthetic and vibes. We've stayed before at a hotel called, I think I said yesterday, Olia, all suites and hotels, which is very similar to this in terms of the aesthetic, but a little bit smaller and boutique, and that's adults only. So this one feels a lot more family friendly. It depends what you're after with a hotel. If you're looking for proper bougie, zen, relaxed stay, I would 100% recommend Olia. If you're after that kind of vibe but a little bit more chilled, I'd recommend here. The service is good but not great. There's nothing particularly wrong with it, but just at Olia it's really, really good. So it depends what you're after. Price points are obviously different as well, but definitely would still recommend this place. It's been a lovely stay. We're gonna head now to the supermarket to get a few bits, because now we're in a villa, we'll be able to cook some great dinners. So we're going to stock up on a few things at the supermarket before we check into our lovely Zakynthos villa. The supermarket we were going to go to, which is actually this one here, closed on Sundays. So we're pivoting, and there's actually a nice stand opposite it, which we'd seen before, and I said to Lawrence, oh, we should go to this stall as well as going to the supermarket to get some fresh produce. So instead we're just coming here to get a few bits so we can make a bit of breakfast tomorrow, and then tomorrow we'll go to the supermarket and get more things. But there's so many amazing fresh produce bits here. Really beautiful. Look at these tomatoes. Look at all these olives. We can get some olives. I wanted to get some eggs for breakfast. Some feta. And all these pulses as well. I mean, this might have been a happy accident. We were going to come into here anyway, but this is amazing. Oh, there's halva. This stuff here is so good. Get some potatoes.
It's okay?
Yeah, great.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. Here's our haul. Got quite a lot of stuff here. It's good.
Yeah.
To get pretty much everything that we wanted here. There was even beers, so we spent like €45, and then now there's only a few extra bits that I want to get from the supermarket tomorrow, and coming to little smaller markets, quite nice. Really recommend. Lovely place, local produce, really nice service. Let me show you the name of it if you want to save it for yourself.
Alex Fruit.
Alex Fruit, and it's opposite this my market on that street there. We have arrived at our little villa. It's a 2-bed, like one of the beds is on a mezz floor, one of the beds is down there, but I'll give you a little tour now. The layout's a little bit interesting. You've got this gate here that leads on to this nice quiet road, and then this is where the sun loungers are, so you're kind of like sitting in a parking area, which is a bit strange, and you've got a nice dining area there. This is where it is to the actual house. Up here is where you have the pool area. So this is quite like a nice cute cottagey kind of vibe. 2 beds, really good for like 2 people. And this here is the pool area. no like lounging area here, but you do have this nice little section that you can relax in. Pool there. It's so quiet and such a beautiful breeze here as well. Not too hot, it's really lovely. And then inside, I actually haven't fully explored inside yet. So you walk in, living area straight away, nice sofa, TV, fireplace. That's quite cute because it does get cool in the evenings. Whole kitchen area there. Through here is the main bedroom. So I think this is going to be where we'll set up shop. Ensuite there, like washing stuff, which is very handy. Just been up to the mez. What's it like?
Yeah.
So then we have another bathroom in this area here. Nice big shower, and then up through to the mez. So there's another space up here. And then I think this door as well opens up to where we just were. Yeah, that's where that pool area is. This is going to be us for the next 5 days, 6 nights. Lawrence needs to get on and start the signage that he's here to do. And then I think what we're going to do is head on down. There's a restaurant that's owned by the same people that own the Pagoda Club, and they own a restaurant, and a part of the deal that Lawrence has to do their work, we get a couple of dinners at their restaurant called Mikro Nisi. So we'll probably go there for dinner tonight. Tomorrow I'll do a proper supermarket shop so that we can start cooking some lunches, breakfasts and dinners in the villa and not have to go out every single day. There you go, our nice Greek home for the next week. Very excited about this. Thank you. Even alcohol free, it's so good. I'm gonna order a couple of bits because we haven't had any lunch today. We're gonna get the tzatziki, €7. We're gonna do the fried cheese, $7.50, and the village sausage, $8. How hot are your muscles?
Steaming.
Steaming hot. Food has arrived. What a spread. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, so there's our village sausage, fried cheese. Thank you very much.
Keep the remaining buttons on the table within easy reach. Place the time board in the centre of the table. Tick. Player who last used a needle goes first.
I used one the other day.
Did you?
Yeah. If you're a board game fan and you're after 2-person board games, highly recommend Patchwork. It's like a physical Tetris situation. Let me try and explain it to you guys. You have this board and you have all these pieces around here and you have these counters. On these little pieces here, you've got a button and a time thing. This is how much it costs to buy, and then this is how many spaces on the board you will move if you purchase this. So the aim of the game is you want to use all those pieces to fill up your board with as little empty gaps remaining as possible, and you get these buttons to purchase those bits and basically fill this up before you get to the centre of that board. I hope I explained that well. It sounds rubbish, but I feel like most games sound rubbish when you describe them. Imagine explaining to someone like Scrabble. Oh, you put down tiles to make other words. People would be like, that sounds crap. But yeah, we're playing a bit of Patchwork. Highly recommend. Good game. Lawrence won. Winner. The annoying thing is that I used to win this game all the time, but I feel like Lawrence has got smart with it. I'm not smart with it. I'll just get a piece and be like, yeah, that'll do. Lawrence really thinks about what he's going to buy, what the next thing could happen. Maybe I should start being a little bit more tactful. It's a good game. Enjoy that. We're going to finish our drinks here and then we're going to head out for dinner. Right, we are now in Mikro Nisi and we're going to order some of the king prawns. We're going to get another village sausage. I want to compare all of the village sausages and see what they're like. And then we're just getting the swordfish, which is on the specials, and then some horta and green beans, keeping it quite light. We have some first bits. A bit strange that these have been brought to us now because these are the sides. This is the horta, which is essentially kind of like a wilted spinach, and the green beans with orange and hazelnuts, which is quite interesting. And this is their version of the village sausage, so more tomatoey, kind of peppery sauce, which is interesting. Okay, so what they've done is they've brought everything out, which is quite nice, kind of like small plates vibes. What a lovely view, look at that. So we have the village sausage, green beans, the horta, prawns, swordfish, which looks incredible, with some courgettes and, remind me of the name of this?
It's like a sea herb.
The sea herb, and we can't remember the name of it, but kind of like samphire. And then we have some pita bread on our little shelf here. Glorious. We've got a baklava dessert here, which is a little bit of an interesting one. Is that like a chocolate sauce? Ooh, no, a cherry. And Lawrence has a decaf affogato because
Can't handle it.
can't handle the caffeine past midday apparently. Very nice. Gluten morning bread buddies. I had a thought this morning when I was getting up that I completely forgot to ask what your peak of the week has been this week. So let me know what your peak of the week has been. I love it so much hearing what's making you guys happy, big or small. Let me know in the comments what's been your peak of the week. We are now on, I want to say this is day 3. Is it day 3? Maybe I'm just going to stop saying what day we're on because I can't remember. I'm on holiday. Last night's dinner was so good. We've been to Mikro Nisi before when we've stayed at Zakynthos, and it's a really nice kind of like upscale-ish taverna. So if you're after more of a fancy meal, always recommend going there. Really lovely views, but it's on the north side of the island. So if you're after a sunset view, the one that we went to the other night is a lot better. But if you're maybe looking for a nice lunch spot, like looking over the sea, really recommend. The prawns were delicious. I'd say that the prawns were my favourite dish out of everything that I had. Just so like deep and rich and flavourful. I think the swordfish was a little bit, it wasn't amazing. I've had better swordfishes. The sides as well, there was the traditional greens that are to this island. I can't remember the name of it, I said it last night, but they were delicious. Really lemony, a little bit salty, bit of olive on them. Really good. So prawns and that side dish, delicious. The dessert of the baklava, I wouldn't have necessarily called it a baklava because it was basically like a phyllo tart filled with various things. It was really tasty, like very light, but it wasn't kind of what I was expecting with a baklava. I was kind of expecting a syrup drenched piece of phyllo pastry, but it was still really good, just not kind of what I was expecting. Very good meal. Recommend going there if you're in Zakynthos and you want, a little bit more of an upscale dinner that's got beautiful views, great service, just really nice. Loads of cats there as well. So if you're a cat person, very good for that situation. They're strays, obviously, but they're just always like wandering around, which I personally love. We take cat treats with us whenever we go away. So I always ask the people working in the restaurants, is it okay if I give them some dreamies? And they probably reluctantly say yes, but they say yes, and I'm just there just giving all of these cats these dreamies, much to their dismay probably. But today is very relaxed. Lawrence is cracking on with all the work that he needs to be doing, so I'm going to pop out to the supermarket that we weren't able to go to the other day. There's also on Mondays in Zakynthos a farmers market, so I'm gonna go there, see if I can get any more like extra little bits. There was a fishmongers that we've been to before that had the best prawns, so I'm gonna go there, and then tonight we're gonna cook kind of like a simple prawn olive oil chili kind of dish, maybe with some sort of salad. Then it's just a day like pottering around the villa. It's quite cool where we are, and also the time of year that we're in as well. It's not peak season, so I'm in just like a crop jumper with a pair of shorts. I'm really enjoying this kind of weather because I don't feel any pressure to be sunbathe. I mean, I can't sunbathe anyway because of being on Rocketane, so it's actually really liberating. I can just potter around in the villa. I've got loads of Waitrose papers with me to catch up on. I've got some editing to do. It's essentially going to be feeling like a pottering Sunday, I think, every single day whilst here in Zakynthos, which is my favourite kind of scenario to be in. So let's get on and go to the grocery, like the supermarket. We'll go to the farmer's market, we'll go to the fishmonger, and then come back to the villa and do some cooking. Let's get on with it. I just had to stop for a moment because the route that the sat nav has taken me down, oh my god, I've basically just been off-roading for like 5 minutes, and I'm so stressed. I'm a confident driver, even being abroad. I'm sorry, you can hear the car beeping because it's such a hairy road that it just thinks I'm constantly trying to park. I just needed a moment to just calm down. Let me show you. This is not even bad of it, hold on. I feel like this isn't doing it justice, but this is the road I've come up from all the way there. Does that give this I don't know if this is translating, but we've been going over rocks, we've been sliding. I just needed a moment. I still need a moment. Okay, right, off we go. Okay, I've made it onto a kind of tarmacy road, thank goodness. Look at this view that's just peeking through this little like bit of bush tree. Absolutely beautiful. But I am definitely not taking that route ever again. No. If anything, just like I am worried that the car is ruined. There were thorn bushes coming past and I heard scratches and I was like, oh no, are we gonna get like scratches all down the side of this car and be charged for that? To the farmer's market. Oh, I don't have a coin, but what a bonus. Just something great about a supermarket in another country. Just so many good things. I'm gonna get all the fresh produce from the farmers market, but there's a few pantry bits I want to get. I want to make, there's a French cake called gâteau au yogurt. I can't say it, I'm so sorry for anyone who speaks French, but essentially it's yogurt pot cake, and you use the yogurt pot to take all the measures to make the cake. But I'm going to see if I can do an olive oil version with some of the beautiful olive oil that we have here. So I'm going to get some pantry bits to be able to make that, I think. And yeah, I just have a few other bits. We want to get some like charcoal for the barbecue, see what else we can get in here. Everything, rightly so, is in Greek. So I'm trying to work out what the best things are to get. I think that's baking powder. I'm not sure. We do have this, which I'm guessing is baking soda. But is that baking powder? I haven't downloaded Translate. Maybe I can see if I can quickly download Translate on my phone to work out this, but I think that's baking powder. And we have loads of different flours. I think that's plain flour. But there's also two other interesting ones here in like a purple and in a brown. I asked at the customer service because Google's like Translate was taking too long. But this here is self-raising flour. Apparently red is like it doesn't need to have bicarb, and then blue is plain flour. This here is baking powder. So I'm gonna put this back, so I don't need to get baking powder as well as self-raising. And then also this was orange flour and that is oat flour, and I thought they might be quite interesting to buy and maybe take home. My suitcase is already super heavy, but I am a sucker for getting different kinds of flowers and I'm away, and they look very interesting. I also have some almonds back at the villa, so I'm thinking maybe an almond and orange cake. Olive oil cake would be really good. I'm going to ask if that one has self-raising flour in it too. There's actually no like baking apparatus in the villa, so I'm going to pick up a little loaf tin to do the cake in. It's only €3. Seems a bit excessive, but I just have such an idea and a craving to do this olive oil cake that I'll buy the things I need to do it. Something that I think is really actually quite annoying about the villa that we're in is that there's no like shampoos or conditioners or anything. So luckily I was coming out to get some bits, but I need to pick up that kind of stuff. Shampoo, conditioner, all that. A haul here. I got some kombucha as well, an alcohol-free beer. We have some chickpeas that I'm going to do in a salad tonight. Oh, and I picked up some mortadella for Lawrence as well because he loves that. So estimate this is going to be a €45 shot. Perfect. Way off, that was $57.42. But I did run back into another aisle to get some charcoal, firelighters and kindling for the barbecue. So maybe it would have been more about the 45 if I hadn't done that. There's a bakery as well that I have been to before that I want to go to and go get a coffee. So we'll go into the main town now. Okay, we have arrived at the market. Need to get some oranges, lemons. I'm also going to get some chilies if they got some as well. We also have all these bits here. Actually a fan as well of all of the like unmarked jars here. Just got a jar of pickles, some capers. We have some potatoes, I got some lemons and oranges, and then we have some dried oregano and another herb there. Very good little stall here. I've also just picked up from another stand this grape syrup and mandarin syrup. Was this?
Yes.
Mandarin syrup. So you say like drizzled over like a bit of yogurt or a little bit of ice cream for dessert.
Yeah.
Amazing, thank you so much. Your stand's so beautiful. Thank you. Bye. Bye. Great stand here. So if you want to come get any like nice jams, some more olive oils. I also picked up this kraut here. At this time of the season, there's not many stands here at all, only like one or two are open. But if you came here in peak season, I can imagine this whole road would be filled with market stalls. But when we've been before, those two ones have always been open. It's like fresh veg and also a nice stand of like jams, olive oils, syrups, kind of like things that you can take home with you. The Zante Farmers Market, really recommend. Highly recommend that little bakery. I've been in there before and it's been like, so busy and it's always so buzzy. The food is always incredible in there, and I got myself an iced latte. Got a load of things that I'm going to take back for lunch for Lawrence at the villa, and I got a spinach and cheese pie, like a phyllo pie. I got a beef pie, which is more like a stuffed bread bun, and then I got a couple of dessert bits to try. This pistachio looking marshmallow slice thing, and then this coconut thing, I don't know. And when I was paying, the woman gave me this whole box full of these syrupy donuts as well. She's like, and these are from us. Just so sweet. A very, very nice spot. So if you're a bakery fan, put that one on your list. It's called Artogōniá, I think it's called. Very much recommend. I thought I'd show you the reality of when I sometimes decide to film a TikTok. I was like, oh, this is a really nice setting to do it, because it is beautiful, and I kind of want to try these pastries before I go to the fishmonger, so I can just get in the car and go straight back to the villa and not having fish sat in the car for ages. So I've done the TikTok review of the things, but this is what I'm looking at. This is where I am. I am right by the road where all the cars are parked, and I had my phone propped up here. It works. I'll show you what the pastries were like. So this was the beef-filled bun, which was incredible. It always had like a pizza tomatoey base taste to it, and then just really, really great beef mince in it. And then the spinach pie, I mean, look at the grease coming away from that. Really crispy phyllo, and then filled with spinach and cheese. So I got a couple of these sweet treats here. The pistachio chocolate thing, wasn't a fan. Weird texture, tasted like I was eating polystyrene. Wasn't a fan of that one. And then what else? Oh, and then yeah, she gave me on the house, which is very sweet. Those are the syrup donuts that she gave me on the house, which are incredible. Really delicious. Would repurchase those. Very good. It was like €14 for all of that, which I think is such good value. I also got a baguette as well. Right, we're gonna go buy some prawns now from the fishmonger and then head back home. I'm gonna do a bit of work. I've got some editing I need to do. I need to do a few emails, and then we're gonna make some dinner. Right, let's go. Dinner has progressed a lot quicker than I thought it would. We have got the prawns on the barbecue. I'll show you here. They look absolutely amazing. I think they're nearly done, right? So I just put a little bit of olive oil, garlic, we put some marjoram, some dried oregano with them. Super simple. I've also done this chickpea courgette herby salad. So into this fresh marjoram, fresh parsley, fresh dill, some cooked chickpeas, courgettes, lemon juice, olive oil, salt. That's it. Super simple. So we're literally just having that and the prawns for dinner. Really easy. Got a glass of kombucha that I got from the supermarket. Very, very happy to find that. Oh, I was going to put feta on the salad. Yeah, feta on the salad as well. So let's put that on. Beautiful. Prawns, salad, delicious. Morning bread buddies, we are on, oh my god, I don't even know, day 4, day 5. We just had a very chilled morning. Lawrence is spending most of the days doing all of his little drawings, so I've been tapping away on my laptop. He's been doing all his little signage. I'll show you it actually. I'll show you all the stuff that he's been doing. He's doing a good job. But we're taking a little bit of a break now and going down to the port to have a spot of lunch to that restaurant that I pointed out to you guys before. Let me show you this view because it is so beautiful. Look at this. So this is the road that we drove down yesterday, the hairy one, but this is the port here. But it's just such a beautiful opening here. A lovely walk down that hairy road to the port. Just so stunning when the sun shines, even without. Really lovely. We're just going to walk down there now, have a spot of lunch. What are we thinking? We want to get village sausage again. Always village sausage. And I think when we were there last time, weirdly, we're not really like pasta, especially in Greece. Like you wouldn't think pasta is a Greek thing, but it seems to be actually quite traditional here, and especially at the restaurant that we're going to, I think they do a really beautiful kind of like vongole seafoody pasta. So we're going to go down there. It's such a lovely restaurant, such a beautiful setting. Oh, Lawrence has something to say.
We're in northern Greece, we are quite close to Italy.
Actually, that's a really fair point. We are quite close. We're close to Italy, like borders. So yeah, actually to have that little bit of a crossover does make a bit of sense. But really recommend, I'll get the name of it when we're down there for you guys. But Lawrence has something else to say. He's putting his hand up.
Called La Storia.
Oh, it's called La Storia. It's just lovely, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's such a beautiful setting. We always get a table. Oh, ant trails. Okay, so something that I am always obsessed with whenever we're here in Zakynthos, the 3 times we've been, there's so many ant trails. Can you see this? This ant trail? They've moved rocks and they're going from this side over to this side, carrying lots of little things.
How do they know?
It blows my mind. Whenever I see an ant trail like that, I'll just watch it for ages. I'm just like, what are you guys doing? What's so good over there that you can't get just a few bits away from you? Oh, we've got a hole here as well, look. They're going into their little home there. Absolutely fascinating. Ant trails just blow my mind, and when I swear I see more ant trails in Zakynthos than I ever see anywhere else. And it may just be because we don't normally take holidays where we're like up in the mountains in villas and stuff. We're normally in cities, so granted, like probably there's just no ant trails where we normally go. But yeah, I find it fascinating. Very weird odd fact about me. I love an ant trail. Right, let's go have some lunch. Here's La Storia, and this is the table that we've had a few times beforehand, and Lawrence has secured for this booking. There he is. Such a beautiful view. Look at that water as well. There's just something about the sound of the waves lapping when you're having a beautiful lunch. Let's go see if it's as good as we remember from the last time we were here. Beautiful table, right by the water there. Lovely stuff, isn't it?
Lovely.
Actually, for it to not be a super hot day, it's quite good because before we've been here and it's been so hot. Very nice. Okay, we're gonna go for, we've had before the secret pleasure, which is like some sort of like, we never do this. This sounds so weird. Like this is a really bizarre scenario for us to be saying, oh, we've been here before and oh, we've eaten this dish before. We are very much trying new things all the time, go to different places all the time. But I feel like in Zakynthos, we're just picking up and repeating.
Well, there aren't a huge amount of options either.
There's not a huge amount of options here, especially the time of year that we come.
Yeah.
I think if we were here in peak season, there'd be more places to try out. There's so many places that I've got on my list that just aren't open at the moment. So we go to the ones that are open. So we're going to order the Secret Pleasure. Again, mostly because I want to show you guys it, and it's a fun name, Secret Pleasure. We're doing the village sausage because we need to try the village sausage in each place, and we have had it here before. It is good. And then we have seen before when we've been here, there was a whole table of like 20 people having some big celebration, and they had what looks like either the lobster spaghetti or the prawn spaghetti or the seafood spaghetti. Like they had some form of amazing looking spaghetti. So we're like, let's get that, and that is €20. The Secret Pleasure was like €9? 10 euro for Secret Pleasure and €9 for village sausage. Very nice. I've got a beer. I've got a, what was this, frappe did you say? Yeah, just nice iced coffee. Hey, here's a pleasant surprise. These are candied tomatoes. We've had that before. There's your bit of rosemary. Basically like fried cheese. Very nice. And we have a little friend here as well. Stand corrected. Secret Pleasure. Here's a Secret Pleasure. Candied tomatoes, some sesame seeds and fried cheese. And we got some bread. Village sausage. Oh, wow. Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, this looks incredible. It comes in a pan. Look at that. Looks like a really beautiful, simple tomatoey pasta.
That or a white t-shirt.
Lawrence is in a white t-shirt. And you always get everything down you anyway. You need a bib. I am in white trousers, so I need to be careful as well. See what the prawns are like. With the head little sun. Oh, okay, most of it is skinned already. It's just the tail and the head that's on. That's delicious. So simple. A lovely prawn spaghetti right by the sea. It's exactly what we wanted. Scratch the itch. Really, really recommend coming here. We asked for the bill and then we got this. It's nice, isn't it?
Maybe that's what watermelon is in Greek.
What, the bill?
Can we have the bill?
Can we have the bill? Here's your watermelon that you asked for.
Wait, loads of watermelon.
So every British person getting a plate of watermelon. Final bill on that one was $55.50. You had a couple of beers. I had a nice coffee, a couple of like startery bits, main, free watermelon. It's very good, very reasonable. Really love it here. If you're in Zakynthos, absolutely make the trip to come here. It's better because it's on the north side of the island. It's better for lunches or just before sunset. Really recommend. We are back at the villa and we are now doing a bit of dinner. Oh, let me show you all of the signs that Lawrence has been working on. So he's just like done all of these text on all of these. Quite a lot. There's some there. All of these ones here. And then this is his workstation over here. Is this the stack left to do?
Yeah.
And then he's made all of these stencils to be able to do them so that they're a little bit more polished than just doing freehand. How are you finding it so far?
Quite intense.
Yeah.
There's like 100 signs to do in 4 days, so. But it's nice to see something.
Yeah, it's good to see them done. This is the second time Lawrence has been here doing this, and they're a little bit disorganised with us. Like they've had so long to know that Lawrence is coming, and just like wood isn't ready, things like that, and you're feeling a little bit stressed. The Wi-Fi in the villa keeps on, well, the whole day it's kind of like dropped and not been on. So other work that Lawrence has needed to do, he hasn't been able to do. It's fine, we've been able to go out, have a nice lunch, and now we're making a nice dinner. It's a little bit chilly this evening as well. The sun hasn't really been out, but we're going to do, I got when we were in town the other day, some kebabs from the butchers. They're like different kind of marinated ones. We did want to do goat chops or lamb chops, but the meat on the chop when the butcher went to get it out, just there wasn't much on there, so I thought, okay, let's just go for the kebabs instead. So we're going to get those on the barbecue, and it's actually quite handy because they're flavourful, they've got vegetables on them as well, they can just go straight on the barbecue, it's easy. When you're in a villa, you don't have a lot of spices and marinades and things like that to hand, so sometimes it's just easier to go with the ease. So we're going to put those on the barbecue in a second. I just chopped up some potatoes, we're going to do some potato wedges, and then we picked up, what's this again?
Well, they do a dish in Greece called halva.
Halva. Oh, no, halva's the dessert thing. This is horta.
Horta.
Halva's the the tahini blocks of stuff.
Yeah. They're like wild greens, and this is like a kind of young spinachy thing, and it's just kind of like wilted down with some garlic and oil.
Quite irony, isn't it?
Yeah. It'll go down to next to nothing, and then you squeeze a bit of lemon juice in at the end.
Yeah.
Just a nice little accompaniment to what we're going to have.
Very simple, yeah. So we're going to do the horta, just like as Lawrence said, and then we've got a few tomatoes and the feta as well. So we'll do a nice tomato, feta, olive oil salad, meat and 2 veg kind of vibes, which we never really do. And the barbecue's going outside as well. I was really worried when I saw this barbecue because it's one of those tiny little ones, this one here, but it's actually been really good. Like, it cooked the prawns and the courgettes really well yesterday, and there's no like frills about it. I actually quite like. It just does what it does. It's quite simple, and we have quite a, I'd say, over-engineered barbecue. For someone who doesn't barbecue, I would say I'm enjoying this. Do you like it?
It's really easy. I mean, don't know how good it would be at like holding temperature. And if you wanted to do lots of stuff, it's a bit too small, but it's really simple.
Yeah.
Chuck some coals on.
I guess we're cooking things as well, but it doesn't really matter if they're slightly under. We do have chicken tonight, but last night it was prawns and vegetables. So I think if you were maybe cooking something like sausages, I don't know how good these ones are for it. But so far, we're enjoying using it, it's good. So we're just going to get all this veg prepped, then we'll get the meat on there and then we'll have some dinner. Here's the final spread. A little bit of charring going on the potatoes, the kebabs and the peppers, but put a sprinkling of herbs on there, it's all good. Tomato salad here, so put the 3 different kinds of tomatoes on there. There's a really beautiful big Spanish onion, some olives, some dill, some marjoram, olive oil. Oh, I haven't put salt on that. I could probably do the sprinkling or some salt. And then this is that horta vegetable all cooked down. Beautiful little dinner. I'll go get some salt to put on that tomato salad, but that's us for dinner. Tomorrow, what are we doing tomorrow? Lawrence will be working tomorrow, and then I think we're going to try and do a sunset picnic. There's a really beautiful spot on the other side of the island that's all like right by the sea. You can see the sun go down perfectly. So we're going to try and do that depending on how Lawrence gets on with his work. So we'll see you tomorrow. Good morning, guys. It is such a beautiful day today. It's one of those lovely like 24 degrees, sun shining, slight bit of breeze. So nice. Lawrence is finishing off the rest of his signs today, and today's our final day. But in our little villa pack, there's a note that says if you go up the road and turn left, there's a farmer who sells his homemade goat's cheese. He actually has a herd of goats, and it does say on the pack as well that you sometimes hear the bells and they come walking around where the villa is. We haven't seen them, which is like gutting. It would have been really cool to see the herd of goats being walked around. But you can apparently go to his house. He doesn't speak a word of English, but you can go to the gate and ask for some goat's cheese. Obviously you buy it. So I'm popping out now to go get some, because later on we're going to go to that sunset picnic. So I thought it'd be really nice to buy some goat's cheese. I'm just cooking down some onions in the villa so that we can have essentially like caramelised onion, goat's cheese. I might walk down to the port in a bit and get some more bread so we can have that whilst watching the sunset. But let's see first of all if we can secure this goat's cheese, because I have no idea where it is. Well, I have an idea. They say on the pack, but it's literally like, go up the road and turn left. So let's see. Also, in August, I'm doing the 3 Peaks challenge, and I think I'm relatively fit. I walk a lot. I probably do like 20,000 steps a day. It's my like, I think I've said this to you guys before, it's my go-to form of exercise, but I don't do a lot of hills because I'm on my treadmill and where we live is very flat. Being here in Zakynthos, doing the walk down to the port and up again, and doing just that little hill there, I'm starting to get a little bit panicked about 3 Peaks and if I'll be okay. I'll be okay, but the fear for that is slowly setting in. I have no idea where this house is. I just walked all the way up the road and nothing. I had a look on Google Satellite as well. Can't see any houses like within a walkable distance. I mean, I guess everything's walkable, but it seems really far away. Then I walked the opposite way because I thought, oh, maybe they just got their lefts and their rights confused, because there was a house that kind of like looked like they would sell something like that, and I saw goats yesterday there, so I thought, oh, I'll walk the opposite way, maybe just see if that, but it doesn't look like that's the case either. Now I'm thinking, do I walk up this path here? But the instructions say to like go up the hill, which is this hill, and turn left, which would be going down there, not going up there. I think I'm gonna walk up this path, and if there's nothing there, we're gonna jump in the car and drive left, but like drive further up and see. Yeah, very confused. This looks more promising. Okay, let's see if this is the house. Nope, that wasn't it. The instructions did say like up the hill and you'll see 3 houses, so maybe this is up the hill they're talking about, and that's the first of the 3 houses. Okay, there's another gate here, so maybe that's the second house. Yeah, there's nothing up this hill. I'm gonna go back, get the car. I would normally just walk. I love walking so much, but because of being on Rocketane and stuff, I'm just a little bit wary of being outside. I'd like to slather myself factor 50, but it's like coming up to midday now, so I think it's better to just jump in the car and then follow the road up to the left a little bit longer to see if it's up there. Beautiful view though, look at that. Sea's over there. It's been a nice little walk. I feel like I've been completely gaslit by this little manual in the house. I can't find anything at all. I've gone to every single house that's close by and asked them, is there a farmer here that sells his goat's cheese? Nothing. They also have no idea what I'm on about. It's such a shame. I really want, like, I had such a lovely idea to have that goat's cheese with like the caramelised onions, go get some pitta from the port. I think I'm gonna have to admit defeat on this one. I might just go down to the port now and get myself a nice coffee to feel like this hasn't been a complete and utter waste of time. Shame, real shame. And the annoying thing as well actually is that as I was like driving past one of the houses that I went to, I did hear all of what, it was either loads and loads of wind chimes, which I doubt it was. I think it was loads of goat bells. So where are they? Never know. I'll never know. Okay, the best thing happened. So there's this olive oil stand a walk away from the villa that we found before, and I've been there a couple of times now to get olive oil for us and also buy some more to bring home. And then I had a load of olive oil, not left over, but we probably wouldn't have been able to take it home with us. So I thought, oh, I'll bake them a cake with the olive oil and like some of the honey that I bought from them, and I dropped it down the other day. So I thought I'm gonna ask them, because they kind of know me now, I'm gonna ask them if they know where this cheese guy is. And the like sweetest situation, he's driven his moped up and allowed me to follow. But before I did that, his mum came out and gave me this bag of eggs. They don't speak a word of English, but she was just saying like, cake, thank you. Like, she was just so sweet and gave me a bag full of eggs to thank me for dropping the cake off, which is very nice. But anyway, I think I found it now. So their son has drove me up. I think this is where we're going. So I'm gonna go in now, see if I can get some cheese. That was the right house, secured. I got like too much. We're leaving tomorrow, but I just couldn't communicate with her as to, no, I don't need more than that. But let me show you. Got this whole tub of goat's cheese. That was €6, but I only had 5 with me, and she was like, yeah, no problem, €5 fine. So €5 for all of that goat's cheese. Very good. I'm gonna start packing, but I want to show you some of the bits that I've accumulated that I'm gonna be bringing back with me, because there's a very good haul here. I'll put it down there. So we got a bottle of wine here. It's called Shipwreck wine. I don't know how good it's gonna be. The bottle label is a little bit touristy, I think, but it's a Zakynthos Chardonnay dry white wine. You never know, could be good. So we've got some of that. I've got so much olive oil from that stand that I was telling you about. So I've got 1, 2, 3 of these size bottles. These were €6 each. These are for gifts. So Lawrence wants to give one to his friend whose birthday it is, one for my mother-in-law, Lawrence's mum. She's been looking after our cats, so we always like to get her something. We get her something anyway, but especially is the fact that she's been looking after our cats. And then also one for Imogen, my sister-in-law, who's been looking after Oishi whilst we're away. By the way, my suitcase was like just at the limit. I think it was 2 kilograms off the limit when we came out. Lawrence's was at 16, so I'm hoping that we can put a load of stuff in his, but we're gonna be pushing it, I think. But last time we were here, they're very chilled. I was over my like suitcase limit by 2 kilograms, and the woman at the till was just like, nah, it's fine, don't worry about it. So fingers crossed it will be like that. And then we also got a big bottle of olive oil for us. That was €10 for that one. I think that's a litre or 750, maybe 750ml. That same stand was also selling their homemade red wine and white wine. €5 each for those. I'm not drinking at the moment, so I'm not gonna be able to have these, but I just thought it was quite a nice thing. They could be very interesting. I don't know how good they're going to be, but it was just really lovely to support that small stand. Lawrence's dad will find these fascinating. He's essentially a master of wine, so even just to give him to say, what are your opinions on this, will be quite fun. Oh yeah, from the same stand as well, I got some of their honey, a small bottle of olive oil. I'm going to give this to my friend Emily, whose birthday is. I'm going to do a nice little hamper for her. And also I'm going to give her this limoncello from that same stand. So a lot of good gifts there. And then from the supermarket, I saw this, which I think is vanilla bean paste that I got at the supermarket. It was something like €4, and for this size, I just thought it was really good value, 250ml. So if that is like a really nice thick vanilla bean paste, I'm very happy about that. And then from the farmer's market, I got this grape syrup and this mandarin syrup. Apparently these like drizzled over yogurt, ice cream, really good. So we've got a big haul here to bring back. I've got loads of newspaper with me, so I'm just gonna wrap everything up really well, put it all in plastic bags as well, because oh my God, if all those olive oils went anywhere, that'd be horrific. So we're gonna just have to wrap them up as best as possible. So let me show you it all lined up. All of our stuff lined up. It'll be interesting to see if we can get them all back without them breaking, and also if the luggage weight limit will be okay. But I'm gonna start packing now, and then we'll be able to go out for a nice little sunset picnic later. Lawrence has finished with all the signs. Here they all are. So impressive. All of that by hand. Then there's all of these ones over here and there too. So many signs. So I think he's all done now, which is good. The thing with Lawrence is that he's so talented with doing sign writing, but he's really hard on himself. He always thinks that it will take him longer than it actually does. So he was worried that there wouldn't be enough time, but actually it's turned out to be probably perfect timing. It has been a rush, like he's worked so hard on doing all this and it's been pretty intense. I think if they were to ask us back again, we'll ask him back again next year. More time's needed, 100%, to get it all done. But they look great, babes. You happy with them?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah? Such a lovely like colour combination as well. Anything you want to say about it?
No.
No?
Just excited to take them down there, show them what I've been doing.
So you got half a day and a morning to enjoy the rest of Zakynthos now. Here's our little setup. We have a ham and cheese pie that I got from the bakery earlier, some crisps, pita, feta, olives, cucumber. Lawrence made a potato salad earlier with some of the barbecue potato wedges from the other night, and then some of that goat's cheese with caramelised onions. And then this is our view. Beautiful. I can imagine this location is really amazing in peak season. All the sunbeds up there, really beautiful. I imagine it's a really nice beach bar, quite buzzy. We need to come back, don't we, during peak season to see what it's actually like here as an island. But this spot here, just love it. Absolutely beautiful. We'll see the sunset down there. This is Porto Roxa beach on the north side of the, no, north side? South side, north side. West side of the island. I'll sign off the vlog here because tomorrow we're just flying home. Thank you so much for joining on another vlog. Hopefully you enjoyed this travel one, and we'll see you next week. Have a brilliant week. See you then. Bye. You're not gonna wave? Bye.